Are you thinking about moving to Folsom, California, but you're just not 100% sure? Well, today we go over 5 of the top reasons why people just like you are making the move to Folsom, California. Now, at the end of the video, also, I'm going to share with you one con you need to consider before moving to Folsom. Let's get into it right now. Number 1, rental ROI and appreciation. Here's the thing, guys. I know a lot of people from the Bay Area are thinking about moving to Folsom and they want to buy their forever home, but the average person lives in a home between 7 and 8 years. So the idea is if you're going to spend your money on a property, on a house, even if it's your forever home, it is your investment as well too. What we like to do on our team is put our clients in areas that have high appreciation as well as a good rental ROI. Number 1 is 7 years down the road, if you decide to sell your property in Folsom, if you've seen the ROI and the rental rates that have been crazy there, you might not. You might actually decide to rent your property. We never advise selling a property unless you really have to. So Folsom delivers not only a great rental ROI, but appreciation through the roof. And after all, guys, the house, even if it's your forever home, it's your investment, and we like to take care of our clients. Number 2 is SMUD, the Sacramento Municipal Utility District. We do not have PG&E in Sacramento County for electric. We have SMUD, which is basically a third of the cost, a third to a half the cost of PG&E. Now, why is that so huge for people moving into the area? A lot of people who are moving into the Sacramento area are going to double their square footage. A lot of people don't consider by doubling your square footage, your electric bill should go through the roof. But because we have SMUD, it's a great way to actually buy a bigger house, but really not pay a lot more in your electric bill. So that's a great trade-off. And guys, if you buy in Folsom, California, you are on SMUD. It is absolutely huge, and you will get what I mean during the summer months when you're cranking up that AC. Number 3 is location. Folsom has got an awesome location, guys. If you're looking for a spot that is kind of in nature, we're talking lakes, we're talking rivers, we're talking like some of the greatest mountain biking trails alive, like Folsom is really it. A lot of people move to Folsom because they kind of want it all. You want to be close to like I said, all the nature, but you also want your stores, you want your restaurants, and you want to be able to kind of just enjoy yourself and not have to go to downtown every 5 minutes. Folsom has got that. Not only that, 50 is normally really close by in Folsom as well too. You have access to areas like Roseville that's maybe like 25 minutes, 30 minutes away. You can go to downtown in 20 minutes, but you don't really have to leave Folsom. It's a resorty vibe, kind of Tahoe feel, and people just love it because they can go on their mountain bike, but they can also go to Nordstrom Rack in a heartbeat. Number 4 is affordability. Now, Folsom prices have skyrocketed, but comparatively towards the Bay Area, they're still relatively affordable. What I mean by that is for like $850, $900, you can still get yourself a very nice house with a pool embedded in nature, 5 minutes from like Folsom Lake, close to the American River, shopping and everything too. So affordability is one of the main reasons why a lot of people from the Bay Area and other spots definitely choose Folsom. They say, look, I want to go somewhere, but if I'm moving somewhere, I want something amazing. The affordability in Folsom is still there. Now, for a lot of people who grew up in Sacramento, they saw Folsom explode. Affordability isn't really there anymore as far as like what they knew in the past. But comparatively towards the Bay Area, it's still relatively affordable. And like I said before, guys, if a lot of my clients are straight with me and they tell me, look, if I'm moving somewhere, I want it all, Folsom definitely has that. Number 5, and this is a huge one, schools. People absolutely love Folsom when it comes to schools. Like I said, guys, I always point people at greatschools.org because it's a fantastic website, and I would advise you to go check for yourself the school ratings. People absolutely love it and they freak out. Like I said, guys, if a lot of people are making the move, especially from the Bay Area to Folsom or anywhere in the Sacramento metro, schools is usually the first thing on their radar. With high schools like Vista, high schools like Folsom High, it's just a hard thing to get around not loving the schools in this area. Folsom, fantastic. And it's like I said, Folsom does definitely bring the heat when it comes to the school department. Like I said, guys, go to greatschools.org, but you're not going to be disappointed when you get there. Now let's talk about the huge con that I mentioned at the very beginning of the video. Now I did a video about a week ago with 10 cons, but guys, this is the biggest one in my opinion. In Folsom Ranch, in that area, they're going to be putting in about 15 to 30,000 new homes. So Folsom, you know, it was one of those spots that was a little bit of a sleepy kind of like Tahoe-ish kind of vibe, but it's definitely changing and it's definitely getting a little bit more crowded than people can even imagine. I mean, we're talking, they just started the building a few years ago and they're going to be going till 2030, 2035. So the Folsom Folsom landscape is definitely going to be changing, and it's definitely going to get crowded. In fact, at this point, if you go to restaurants in Folsom, some of the more popular ones, there will be a wait. This is going to be something that's definitely going to increase over time. Yes, they're going to be putting commercial over in Folsom Ranch, but still, guys, we're talking about 30,000 new houses going into the Folsom area. So if you don't like crowded spots, if you're someone who liked Folsom the way it was, Folsom is definitely going to be changing. Now, like I said, guys, change is sometimes a good thing. In this way, I would say just be aware of it. Folsom, as you knew it maybe 5 years ago, is not going to be that way in maybe 2030, 2035. Folsom is definitely going to change into a very, very kind of like high-paced, a lot of people live in there kind of area. I've seen it happen in Marin County where I grew up, and I'm definitely seeing it happen in Folsom. So guys, if you expect to see Folsom this way in 10 years from now, you're probably going to get a big surprise. Bringing in 15 to 30,000 new homes is definitely going to change the landscape. My only hope as a realtor, as a human being, is they keep a lot of the nature, because that's part of the reasons why people moved into the Folsom area to begin with. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video on the top 5 reasons why people just like you are moving to Folsom, California. My name is Mark McDonough. I run one of the top relocation teams in all the Sacramento metro. We've been moving people to Folsom, Sacramento, El Dorado, Rockland, Roseville. We'd love to work with you, or just even answer a couple questions you might have. We've also created 2 PDFs for you. Number 1 is a relocation guide down below. Download it. It will save you hours and hours of time. And number 2, guide. So if this is your first time home and you need a little help, this guide is going to be A to Z what it's going to take for you to get your first home. Until next time, guys, this is Mark. Have a good one.